So what is this all about? We got two main concepts which I'm going to cover in this module here because they are not directly related, but also definitely not unrelated. And that would be scope and hoisting. Now these are the two concepts we'll take a closer look at. Now in case these terms tell you nothing, which is absolutely fine, scope is about accessing variables in various places of your application. Like in this snippet, where we use the myName variable inside of the greet function, even though it's not defined inside of that function. Or where I try to access the age variable, which is defined inside of the greet function, outside of it. So that is scope, and we'll dive into the ins and outs of that in this module. You will learn where you can access variables, and that variables are indeed only accessible in some places of your code. Now, hoisting is also related to variables and functions, and also related to where you can access what, but still it's a different concept, as you will learn. It's about code snippets like this one, where I actually try to call the greet function before it's defined. We will learn whether this works, when it works, and why in some cases it does not work. So here we will learn that the order of your code lines is not necessarily the execution order. Well, that's in quotes, because you will learn that it's not so much about the order of execution, but about something else. But it is related to when you can access what in your code. So two super important concepts, still a bit unclear at this point maybe, so let's dive deeper. For this, we have a very simple dummy starting project here. You find it attached, but it's really just an empty HTML file which imports app.js, which is an empty JavaScript file. You can of course also quickly create this on your own if you want. Now you can simply open this in the browser by in the end double clicking on the index.html file in the Windows Explorer or the Mac Finder, or by simply dragging it into the browser. And this will therefore give you an empty page. The page is empty because we're primarily going to work with the DevTools here and with some output of various code snippets. So this is our preparation. Now let's dive right in and let's start with scope.